Hey, you made it. Glad you're here. This is RJ's Cave, and if you're here, then you know what I'm up to. I'm going to be talking about this little guy today, right? But why, right? Because it's really just a toy, right? We'll get into it. Before we do, if you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more, definitely subscribe and hit the notification bell, all right? That way you get messages whenever we drop a new video, and hopefully YouTube catches on and puts our videos out in front of more people, okay? So now, what is this? This is my Ibanez Mikro 4-string bass, okay? Yeah, it's a short scale bass. It's actually 28.6 inch scale length, okay? So, but why? This thing is a blast, okay? Well, that's my personal opinion. Let me get into it. They sell these. They sell these for like 150 to 200 bucks. They actually have a 5-string, same scale length, everything, and they're marketed to kids, right? They come normally with plastic knobs, really cheap chrome plastic. Oh, gone. You know what I mean? But they're really just short scale basses, right? Now you think about Paul McCartney, okay? Paul McCartney plays a 30-inch scale length bass, okay? This is 28.6, so it's just slightly smaller. It's not really meant for kids. It's just marketed for kids. This is technically just a regular bass, just happens to be short scale. All right, so I got this one on eBay for 150 bucks because it has a couple of paint blemishes underneath the clear coat. No problem. Tiny little things, not even the size of a fingernail. Nobody will notice. Score for me, okay? Now, so why would I want a short scale? Well, as a bass player when I was younger in bands, I was always a bass player in bands when I was younger. I always felt like the scale length was a little bit big, right? I mean, I can always do it, but it was always a bit of a stretch to get everywhere. I was a lot more comfortable on something shorter. So, getting back into music again, when I saw that they had these, and I could get one for 150 bucks, I didn't hesitate, right? And for the most part, I was well rewarded because when it arrived, because I ordered it through a musician's friend, it came with chrome hardware, okay? And the knobs, like I mentioned previously, were chrome plastic. And they were cheap chrome plastic, okay? So, now the looks of this thing is great. The body the body is great. There was fret sprout, which is normal in an expensive guitar, so that doesn't necessarily bother me. There was a little bit of buzz, and there still is. It's just a tiny bit. Eventually that'll wear away, so I'm not even really worried about it. I'm not using it to record, at least not yet. So I haven't really done anything about it. But other than that, everything about this instrument was actually pretty good. The pickups go a little flat. Okay, they can be a little unenergetic. Let's not say they're flat. They're unenergetic. So that was something that I was going to have to attend to if I was going to like keep playing this bass, which I was. And I'm a mod kind of guy. I'll mod anything. So. Give me a toaster if I can figure out how to mod it, I will. I guess that's the old school Tim Allen thing, right? So anyway, so first thing I did was get rid of the knobs, right? I told you all about that. I ordered a set of these. They're actually the wrong size. They were a little tight, so I had to do a little finagling, get them on. I complemented that with black tuners. Okay, there was nothing wrong with the tuners that were on there. They were the exact same quality as these that I replaced it with. I just wanted black. I was going to do the whole thing with the bridge as well, but I just felt like I couldn't be bothered with it. And it's fine as it is. It's no big deal. So I didn't worry about changing the bridge out for black. I thought about painting it, the bridge, and taking the saddles off, maybe buying black saddles to make it easy, and then just painting the bridge plate. Heck with it. So now, how do I feel about this instrument? This instrument is a lot of fun. Okay? It is a hoot to play. Sounds good. I'll play it for you a little bit in a second. The construction overall is good, not great, but these are the low end of the spectrum as far as instruments go. So a little neglect is expected, but this is a bass. So if they're doing anything where they're neglecting details on the nut, not a big deal, because those strings will just saw it away anyway after a few uses. So that's not a big deal, at least not in my book, okay? So what I ended up doing was I ended up going to guitarfetish.com, and I got all new electronics for this guitar, okay? I got the ones that were wired. You can wire them, the clip-on, right? They're solder-free, okay? I got their solder-free setup, but I had to, because this is a short scale bass. I had to make an adjustment. I couldn't buy a standard setup for a PJ setup, okay? That's a P bass pickup. This is a jazz bass pickup. Together they're a PJ setup, okay? Or a PJ set. Now, this is actually what would be on a full-size bass, the neck pickup, not the bridge pickup. That in itself is part of the problem with this bass, because neck pickups aren't wound to be bright and snappy. They're wound to be full-bodied and complementary, right? So it's not going to be as snappy as you like. So I had to find one that was a higher output, and then I had to find one of these that was going to match that. Otherwise, this pickup's output would overpower this one. Luckily, they had both, okay? And they both were available in the, I guess they call it the quick plug or the quick setup. And I ordered a set of potentiometers to match as well, the same kind of setup, right? All in, it was like $50, 60, actually probably a little more. They're not inexpensive. They're not a rip-off, but they're not inexpensive. So there was probably about 70, 80 bucks for all of it, okay? But I wanted to do something for this guitar. So I bought it, and I was able to do the work myself in about half an hour. All right, I do have one ground wire in here that's just kind of taped together and not properly soldered, but it's working fine as far as that goes. Okay, so it's just like tape, and I shrunk it. So, but it works fine. Other than that, it's a perfectly fine setup as far as what anyone else would have done. Anyway, I've rambled a bit. So now I'm gonna let you hear this a little bit. There's gonna be a little 60 cycle hum from the bridge pickup, because it's a single coil, and the neck pickup, the middle pickup, is actually a P humbucker. Okay, they're all like that. They're all humbuckers. So that doesn't make that hum. Okay, so you'll have to excuse that. But other than that, this is fun. That's everything all the way up. Both pickups, I should probably have mentioned that it's a volume, tone, passive pickups. So I could just blend one out. Right, or the other out. Right, to get different time. That's actually pretty nice right there. I've just turned, that's all the way off on the bridge pickup. Now just the neck pick. Now just the bridge pickup. That was the neck or middle. Okay, so It's a very basic setup, but it works well, and makes this thing a very fun thing to play. So if you happen to see one of these around and you're looking for something for somebody, don't think that it's just a toy, okay? It's marketed that way. They're really not, okay? With a little bit of attention, they are a lot of fun to play. And they sat in a big rig. I've had this in the studio, in a rehearsal studio, with a set of, it was an 810 cabinet. Oh my God, this thing sounded monstrously good. All right, so that's going to be it, guys. So that's going to be the Ibanez Mikro 4-string bass. Okay. Sorry, I forget the exact designation, but they're easy to find. Anyway, this has been RJ's Cave. Thanks for sticking around to the end. If you don't mind, then definitely, if you like the video, please like, subscribe, get the notification, okay? This way you get messages whenever we drop a new video, all right? And go see the channel, check it out. I got a ton of jam backing tracks and a jam list for you guys to go through, as well as I have a whole bunch of the shows. These all designated in a full list, and then by talks and stuff like that. So, and my old podcasting days with my brother are on there as well. So go check it out, have fun, and never forget, guys, when you're learning how to make music, you're learning how to make magic, okay? So go out, do the work, learn how to make music so you can make magic, all right? The world needs more magic in it. This is RJ's Cave. Thanks again, guys. Take it easy.